Bam! We're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to this week's episode of Card Subject to Change. Now, it's a little bit weird because we don't have our intro music. Kev, give me a couple bars anyway.
You jive so bro, a jive so bro, and you always lying to your friends. You a jive so bro, a jive so bro, and you never get nothing in the end.
But you know we got to give them, though.
What do we got to do?
We got to tell the streets.
We back up.
We back up again.
Once again.
No Sergeant Ledbetter, but lucky for us,
No Sarge.
no Sarge. You do
No
better than me.
Sarge.
You did. I hit puberty. You did better than me. This week, to wrap up Women's History Month and move on next month, I'm ring ting tingling for WrestleMania. I got to tell you, Bad News Brown.
Hey, I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for Oba and Brock. Are you?
Me too.
We have the lovely, the talented, the beautiful superstar on the independent scene to wrap up Women's History Month. Ladies and gentlemen, Paris McQueen.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
I am so glad that you're here. I am so glad that we were able to capture you and your attention and your time. I know you're incredibly busy. You're booked all over the United States of America. It's wild because you're so new. You're so green. And this isn't an insult. In a very short period of time, you shot into the stratosphere. It's unbelievable. I've never seen a trajectory like you've been on in the last couple years.
Wow.
For a male wrestler or a female, forget it, just wrestler, period. Paris is so talented. When she walks in and gets booked in they're like tripping over themselves to give her title matches. It's unbelievable. Look at this. We just started talking 2 minutes in. Willie Logan, 4811, started chanting SSB in the chat.
I love Willie.
You know who Willie is?
I do know who Willie is, yeah.
Okay, so he's a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have Big Willie style?
He does have Big Willie style.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Is he getting jiggy with it?
No.
He could
All
be.
right.
I don't know.
So people know who you are. People love you, but you're talking to the entire planet right now. Don't be nervous. I can tell that you are. Everyone loves you. They started chanting in the chat.
They sure did.
Tell us about you, Paris. Like, who's Paris McQueen?
Well, I am the smartest, the sickest, and bestest. I am America's bestest darling. I am, when I am in a good mood, I guess, I am the purest personification of positivity that I can be. And when I'm angry, I'm just a little diva who wants to get her way.
Okay. Well, so typical female is what she said.
Yeah,
We're just teasing. So baby Paris is growing up. When did baby Paris get turned on to professional wrestling?
So I kind of watched it with my dad a lot as a kid. Like I grew up watching like The Undertaker as he turned into like the Phenom. Kind of like in the around the Attitude Era ending is when I was growing up and everything. I left wrestling for a bit, but I came back around the time Bray Wyatt started wrestling in the Wyatt family again.
Oh, okay. So when you left wrestling, was it like you went to go play sports? Were you like a theater kid? What was like your jam as a youngster? You're still a youngster, but you know what I mean.
Well, I did marching band. I didn't really do any other sports. Yeah, I didn't really do any other sports, but I did marching band. So,
Kev, what did you do in marching band?
Let's see.
You drum major?
I wish. I almost went up for drum major, but let me see. Freshman through junior
I can see him with the stick.
Yeah, I could have done that too.
Yeah.
But freshman through junior year, I was in. I played the baritone.
Okay.
And then my senior year, it persuaded me to go back to trumpet. So I'm like, okay, I might as well go back to trumpet.
Do you still play?
I don't. I still have my trumpet, but I haven't played in years. I'm at the I'm at to dust it back off
So?
and see what type of skills I got.
Little Dizzy Gillespie.
Yeah, a little Dizzy Gillespie, little Armstrong.
There you go. Paris, what did you play?
I played clarinet, and then when my marching band became desperate for other people, I played saxophone.
Oh, wow.
That's really cool. I had no idea. I've known you for years now, and I had no idea any of that about you. So how did you get into marching band? Was it just kind of like, hey, I'm going to be in marching band, or what was it?
I did concert band, and to be honest, I really thought that it was cool that the marching band kids got to go to Disney World, and I wanted to go to Disney World, so I started marching band to try to get into Disney.
Did you go to Disney?
No, we didn't do nothing like that. I think the closest thing we did was go to Cedar Point.
Cedar Point's pretty baller, though.
Cedar Point is baller, though.
Cedar Point's baller. That's like the one positive thing I can say about Ohio is Cedar Point. Cedar Point. Abby Bellman checks in. Marching band is as intense as a sport.
Story.
It counts. You ever try to sprint elegantly from one side of the field to the other? So, Paris, I've never seen you get blown up in the ring. I've never seen it. It might have been, but you hit it. I see that face right now. You do get blown up, don't you?
Oh, recently I get blown up, honestly, kind of bad. So yeah, I do definitely get blown up in the ring. So
would you say that marching band helps with not getting blown up in the ring? Would you say that's a good exercise?
I don't know if I would say that marching band would be a good exercise, but I could see how things from marching band could help you in wrestling.
That heat from band camp, that'll definitely do it.
Oh yeah.
Being in that 90-degree weather, woo!
That's hot.
90-degree weather. You don't know when your next water break is.
That's
yeah.
So you check out Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt, this is just my opinion. I don't mean to speak ill of the dead. He was okay in the ring. His characters, his promos, exceptional. Unlike anything that anybody's ever seen before. So you're watching this and you're turned on to it. Was he your favorite when you started watching again?
Yeah, he was my favorite when I started watching again.
Yeah. So I can tell because I think, one of the reasons people love you so much is because you have such a great personality. You're so entertaining. You're crazy. You're funny. You're silly. You put yourself out there, and that's what really draws people into watching you. When you're coming back and watching wrestling, when did you decide, bam, I want to try this. I need to do it. How old were you and decided you want to do that?
I had probably I know I'd started thinking about when I was like an adult, probably 20, but I didn't I looked it up, and when I looked it up, Congo Kong school came up, but Congo school was 2.5 hours away. So I never really looked into it past that. And it wasn't until I had a job where there was a professional wrestler who also worked there. And I kind of just, I didn't know how easy it was for me to get into wrestling at the time. But then when it became easy, that's when
So it became easy and you tried to, so it sounds like you researched a lot of different schools. Congo Kong, phenomenal performer in the ring, great at what he does. What other schools did you look into?
At the time, I'll be honest, I only really looked into Congos. I know that now that there was Skull and Bones and everything, but when I looked it up, Kong's was the only school that came up where, no offense to Skull and Bones, Kong was the most credible because he had been in TNA and everything. So, yeah.
That's a big piece of it because when I was, not to make it about me, but when I was, God, it was 1999, I'm researching wrestling schools. There wasn't really a whole bunch on the internet. You had to go to a boxing gym or look around. And then I got Alpha and Sika in Pennsylvania. And they were like, oh, you should go there because you're tall. But I wasn't big. And then I was very thin at the time, unlike now. But then I got, turned on to Les in Cincinnati. I was like, all right, let's do it. Straight shot down 75. Let's make it happen. Hey. It was the right fit, but Les was the most credible because Alpha and Sika had that WWE connection, but Les was his reputation was impeccable. So, are you going to see him speak at Squared Circle?
Yeah, I'm going to see him do his little thing.
Good
We'll
stuff.
meet him.
So you're shopping around and you pick who?
So I ended up picking Brandon Day as my trainer.
Okay. So what?
Yeah.
Walk through that process just a little bit. We don't have to get into all the details of that, but walk through that process. What was like? All right, bam, I want to do this with him.
So I had gone to War Wrestling and I had watched him at War a few times. And eventually he started working as a personal trainer. So I asked him, hey, can you train me to work out? Because at the time I had never actually worked out before. And then after a couple of months, I started kind of just bugging him and being like, can you please train me to wrestle? And it was always, no, like you're going to quit after the first day. And a couple times after like bugging him, he finally said, fine, I'll train you, but you're probably going to quit after the first day, but we'll see it. And I didn't quit. So
obviously you didn't quit.
Obviously you didn't quit. Kev, it's your turn to ask the question. You know what question we're going to ask? You know what we're going to ask.
So you done the first bump and everything for training. What was that first bump like?
I honestly don't remember it being terrible. Honestly, I think like how I was trained, I think he was very safe in how he did it because I was his first student, like he didn't know how to train somebody. So like I did a bunch of those like where you just kind of like fall off the back and like do like the really soft bumps. So by the time I finally got to a real bump, it wasn't like the worst thing, honestly, for me.
So you pretty much all you had to do was just tuck your chin, fall back, and then hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like they weren't right like for like 6 months, but like I don't remember them hurting at all, really.
So a lot of people, when they pop their hips up, you'd remember this from fantasy camp, Kev. You go home the next day, your biscuits are burning. You can't even sit down. Were your biscuits burning at that first day?
You see, my biscuits weren't burning because I wasn't popping my hips. So
your back was hurting.
Yeah, my back was probably hurting, but my biscuits were not burnt.
Your biscuits were not burnt. Glad to hear it.
So after that first day of training, how long did it take you to get everything like balanced up from all the pain, from everything like that?
Oh God, it was probably a few days. Honestly, that was probably that whole week up until like the day before having to go back again, because I was only doing like once a week, where it was like, oh, we're good, and then you have to go back, and we're like, oh no.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Because I man, that's one of those. You ever see that movie Inside Out by Disney?
Oh,
the core memories.
Yeah,
I think everybody has that good core memory of what it was like to have that first one. So you're working with Brandon, like, so he's not a trainer. You say he's not really a trainer. What kind of ring did you work in? Was it like a wrestling ring? Did you borrow one from a friend? How did that work?
So my training actually normally came from before shows. We would go before setup, and as long as the ring was done, we would train. So okay. I just trained in a bunch of rings.
So you kind of were like, for lack of a better word, a young boy, and we'll get into that concept here in a little bit. I know we got to go pay some bills. We're only going to go away for 60 seconds because we're going to make a pause. We got to download this later and air it later on ESPN 1410. We'll be back in about 60 seconds so we can create that commercial break. So we're going to talk to young girl Paris when we get back. So we'll see you guys in 60 seconds. Oops. Whoops. And we are back. Thanks for waiting, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are here with the beautiful and the talented Paris McQueen. Thank you so much again for joining us. We're talking a little bit about your wrestling journey as far as it pertains to the beginning of it. Now, we've talked about bumps. We've talked about bruises. We've talked about your sort of unusual method of training for now. So back in the day, and we're talking back in the territory days, everybody was trained like Paris was. There were no wrestling schools. You showed up to shows and you were considered what's called a young boy. And they still kind of keep that process going in Japan, All Japan, New Japan. But Paris, were you out there scrapping and paying dues like some of the young boys? Like they'd have a veteran take them under their wing, teach them how to wrestle. But this kid was like managing the car rental, making the bookings, getting the meals together, getting the gas together, doing the laundry, all that stuff. Was that kind of your part of your process, or you just kind of show up and get trained?
They absolutely would not want me in charge of any of that. I know how to set up a ring, and those are my dudes that are paid, baby.
Nah, we good. We ain't gonna let Paris do any of this.
We're gonna be somewhere in Florida or something like that.
Yeah, right. Our booking's in Tennessee. Why are we in Oklahoma?
Why are we in Oklahoma?
Oh, two Birminghams. There's two different Birminghams. My bad.
Yeah, right.
Why are we in California? And I'm wearing blue.
That's what. So, did you just show up and look innocent and sit there and take bumps and learn how to wrestle, and then was that basically it? The promoters didn't ask you to do security or concessions or anything?
Well, so like I've done for promotions like picking up the gear and stuff. And like I said, I know how to set up a ring and do chairs. So I will help up until people go, "Oh, you're a girl, you don't have to do that." And then they won't let me anymore. But like I know how to do it.
They say chivalry is dead, Kev.
Yeah.
Clearly it's not.
Not at all.
So when did you, like, in this whole process, I think there's always kind of like a gotcha moment, like where wrestling is for you. Like, I'm in. I found it. Do you remember what your gotcha moment was?
Like while I was in training?
Yeah, in training, watching things. When did you know, like along that training process, I'm home. I'm good. This is what I want to do.
Openly, I don't think I really had that moment till maybe I won the war belt.
Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. We'll jump ahead. No, let's just jump ahead. You win the belt everywhere you go. And that's because you're very beautiful, you're very attractive, you look great on the poster, but outside of that, you've got the best promo probably in the entire territory. I would say probably on the independents. You're the best promo, and you're the best in-ring character. You win. Was it the day you won the belt, or was it after you won the belt? What was it?
It was kind of I would say it was a combination of the both.
Yeah.
Like it started clicking the day of, and then it didn't finish clicking till later.
Mm-hmm. What was that moment like for you?
It was the crowd cheering that I won. And it was just like, I just finally felt like I was accepted into something. And I don't know, just all that support made me go, okay, like I'm home. Like, this is what I need to do. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like that's just how I knew, you know?
No, it's hard to describe because it's like you kind of, when you're training, you're doubting yourself, right, Kev? Like, you know, you go to fantasy, you're down. Oh man, am I doing this? Can I do this? What am I doing?
Especially being fantasy, Kev.
Yeah.
Because it's like some kids in the ring, and I feel like I'm the oldest one up in here. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to smash these kids. I'm 6'4", 280.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like how you said that though. But my question to you real quick is, like, I want to go back to training just for a little bit. What do you say to somebody that's trying to get into the business? like somebody that's trying to get into the wrestling school, somebody just trying to get started. What do you say to that?
Oh, I believe that if you're going to start wrestling, then you need to go all in. Like you can't just have you can't be, I'm going to wrestle, but I'm going to get all my stuff off the dollar rack at Walmart or Dollar General. You have to put the gear and you have to put the time and you have to do the dieting, the exercise. You have to, if you're going to do it, then you need to do everything and do the research to do everything too.
So you can't have a body by Golden Corral or nothing like that.
I mean, you can have a body by Golden Corral every other day, but not like every other day, but like, like in moderation, but.
Golden Corral. That's your next t-shirt, Paris. Golden Corral in moderation. In moderation. But that makes a really good point. Like that is really good advice because you can't serve two masters, right?
True.
You're gonna be called to one, and you got to make a decision. And it's tough to go ahead, buddy.
No, I'm saying especially when it comes, like how you said, when it comes to gear too, because I've seen bad gear before.
Mine?
No, not yours. Stop it.
I do have pretty cool stuff.
So like you never want to say anything twice.
Nope.
So when I see like gear that's kind of like, okay, I'll say it half-ass. It's like, okay, how do you expect me to take you seriously and you got something from Kmart or somewhere like that?
It's true. And it's not even necessarily, I got this from Kmart. It's like you got it from Kmart and then you just threw it on. Like you didn't try to customize it. Yeah. I'm very big into sprinkles, bedazzling. Like you didn't even try to do something with it.
Right.
But Paris, her stuff's like always on point.
Hey, that's what's up.
And she kind of stole my gimmick a little bit. I'll forgive her.
Uh-oh.
But she did steal a little bit.
Oh no!
How did I steal a little bit? What did I steal? I didn't steal anything. We have kind of matching gear, and that's it.
She stole the homage thing, but her stuff is really cool.
Oh, really?
Like she has Lightning McQueen gear set. She's got Vigilante from Peacemaker. All her stuff is A+. And I think one of the reasons why people are so attracted to you and why like people are so into you is because you don't do anything like any other girl. And I think we'll get into that in the next segment because I want you to get your uncensored opinions on that. But like, were you just kind of like, did anybody kind of guide you into like creating your persona, or was it just like drink a beer and let the autism loose? What did you get shaped? Did you get coached? Did you just say, that's it, I'm taking the leash off and I'm going?
So, I wasn't really like shaped. Like I kind of took everything that the audience gave me and I kind of went with that. I was like, cause I do like a whole dumb thing. I did do a seminar with EC3 and he told me kind of to do the dumb thing. So I like to say that he brought that. So,
and by dumb, you mean kind of like a bubbly bimbo type, right? That's what you mean by dumb.
Yeah. Like I read the word petite and thought it was petity, but yeah, that's what you mean.
I love it though, because man, we gotta get into this the next segment here, but I'm gonna, because I want you to just cut loose and let your opinions go, because I'm gonna ask you some very uncomfortable questions in a good way. But back to like wrestling being wrestling, like you knew it clicked for you when you won that belt. Was there ever a point where you were like, this is not for me, I cannot do this? Or were you like just all in and you just like, no matter what, I'm gonna keep pushing forward?
No, there were definitely times, and I think like everybody, like when you're in training, and like I remember exactly what it was. I couldn't do up and overs. I couldn't figure it out, and I was just having this string of bad luck in my training, and I just broke down, and I literally said, I want to quit. I don't want to do it. And thankfully, I was talked back into doing it, but
so
I definitely had to
real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but explain real quick what an up and over is.
So the one that I was being taught was where the person is facing you in the corner, they're facing away from the corner, and they bend down and they push their body up, and then you go over their body onto the other side of the ropes. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's my best way to explain it.
That's a pretty good explanation.
Yeah.
You remember that from fantasy camp?
Mhm.
Someone give you a nice Irish whip into the buckle. You stop yourself and you push yourself back up over the person. It's really hard because it's not about your vertical leap. It's kind of like a nip up. Everyone's like, oh, I can't do a nip up. Well, some people can't, but it's more about timing with the nip up than it is your strength. And an up and over is really difficult. Did you ever go home and cry after practice?
I cried during practice. I didn't wait to go home. I cried during it. Like,
it's good. It's always the best policy to cry during practice.
To cry during practice.
Yeah. Less
it helps Sorry.
Really?
No.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
There's no crying in wrestling.
You look like you wanted to say something like that too.
But have you ever cried after like a bad match or anything like that or something? Or maybe not in bed, but like in the car on the way back home? Usually you're over it by the time you get in bed.
You know what? I did cry over a match the other day that I literally had a couple weeks ago. So yes.
What happened?
It was just an uncomfortable match. It was a match for somebody that paid for a specific spot to be done, and in that spot happening, other things were called that just made me uncomfortable, and it turned into a bad match.
Oh wow!
Sometimes we call those train wrecks because once the train goes off the tracks, it's tough to get it back on the tracks.
So was it like a quick audible that was going on in the ring, or what? Well, like what was going on with that?
No, it was like, I don't want to pull out like what the full match was, but the face was supposed to do something to the referee, and so in order for it to make sense, the referee had to be with me, who was the heel. So we decided to get him with me. I'd flirt with the heel, I'd flirt with the ref, but I was uncomfortable flirting with the ref, so it just kind of.
Oh wow!
Went up the tracks.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about you being green, and that's not a bad thing because everybody was once upon a time. Do you feel like you're at the point now where you can fix that kind of stuff during a match, or do you feel like it's still a real challenge to kind of make that transition, get the train back on the tracks?
I feel like I'm right there. Like, I've had to make those decisions before, and I think had I thought them through a bit better, I could have made a better decision. But I have definitely had those matches where I've had to take control and like get us back on track as well.
That's good. Do you feel very confident going into matches now, or do you still get like nervous?
I still get nervous, but I was told if you don't get nervous that you need to leave the business because it's not for you at that point.
That's true.
So Ben, do you still get nervous every time you go out?
Oh yeah.
And you've been doing this for how long?
May 18th will be the beginning of year number 28.
And you still get those butterflies before you go out?
Yeah, because I love what I do. Like I know I'm on the air right now. You see me 9 times out of 10, I'm the supervillain. But can I be corny for a minute? Is that okay, Paris?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate all of you. I love entertaining. I love storytelling. And think about how, like, not to be political or anything like that. Think about how crappy the world is in general right now. And back in 2008, it was crappy too. And it's been crappy multiple times. These people that pay to see us, they work their butt off all week at a job that they hate. They might not be in the best family situation, whatever's going on in their life. They've dropped their 10, 15 bucks down to come watch us wrestle. I owe them. I owe them the best every single time I go through the curtain. I owe them the hardest work I can give them. I owe them the best match I can give them relative to where I'm at on the card. I owe them the best I can possibly be at all times. And that's kind of that's why after this, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm like 900 years old instead of go home. I want people to, when they put their money down and they're driving home at night, man, that Benjamin Chimera match was good. Man, I hate that guy. I hope he dies. Right. But like, that's what I want. I want them to think that. Paris, have you ever had them? Like, how do you feel about like that? Do the fans
Like,
give you the juice at all?
what was that?
Do the fans give you the juice at all? Are you like, I got to do this for them?
No, I think you should do it for them. Like, at the end of the day, that's all that I want. Like, because if you don't do it for them, then you come out to silence, and coming out to silence is really weird. You're just doing it for yourself. But if you do it for the crowd, the more stuff you take that you can do for the crowd, the bigger reaction you're going to get, and happier they're going to go home and come back.
Agreed.
I'm a big proponent of that type of stuff too, because I go to a wrestling show and Ben will tell you, I'm a fool. I'm a fool at wrestling shows.
I wouldn't call you a fool. I think you're a great fan.
I straight up tell you, I'm a fool, especially when the heel come out and I'm going crazy.
The very first interaction Kevin and I had, I called him rerun. You know, from
yeah.
And he gets up in my face like, "I'll kill you." I'm like, "Let's go."
Yeah,
that was how we met.
The many a time.
That was how we met. Love story. Joey Taz Henshin checks in and says, a wrestling show is a place you can forget about all the crappy things going on.
True story.
Amen, brother. And we're there to create that environment for the fans. All right, we got to transform and roll out for 60 seconds. We come back. We're going to make Paris answer a whole bunch of uncomfortable questions. So we'll see you guys in 60 seconds. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out and joining us. One of the greatest referees I've ever worked in the ring with is Steve Smith. He's a great referee, great manager, and even better than that, he's a better human being. And Steve said, if I don't get told to stick my whistle up my A double snake at least 100 times a show, then I'm not doing my job. Well, thank you, Steve, for that colorful image. Appreciate the comment, bud. Real good stuff. And speaking of that, Paris, going back to you, you're so vibrant out there. You've got such great energy. You're so charismatic. People are so drawn to you. Did they ever try to get you to ref or manage first? I know you've done some managing. I know that's kind of how you broke in, but you were in the ring wrestling pretty quick. Did they ever try to get you to ref at all? Or do you know how to ref? Or no?
Boy, I sure would like to learn how.
So you didn't know how to ref. Okay.
No. So my fun thing about me is when you go in the ring with me, sometimes the referee gets to tell me the rules, and then I go, "Oh, I didn't know that's a thing," and then that's how I learn the rules sometimes.
That's the
wow.
rules.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. Oh.
I can't pull the hair. No. All right.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that. All right.
Oh, my bad.
It's hot seat time.
Hot
You
seat.
ready for it? Paris,
Okay.
you ready?
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Down. Sound like you're sad
What?
about it.
My hands are sweaty. I'm sorry. I'm nervous.
Your palms are that's right.
Woman on your sweater already.
Mom spaghetti?
You're nervous, but on the surface, you was calm and ready.
I think she's too young for that song.
Touche.
I literally cut a whole promo about how I was on 12 Mile, 4 Mile from 8 Mile. That's where Eminem grew up.
This okay, all right.
You don't pay attention to me. I understand. It's fine.
I more than pay attention to you because you're just bombing the social media in a good way. It's constant content. Let's get into opinions. We're gonna skip ahead. We're on man, the show's flying by.
It is though.
But this is good stuff. This is good stuff to talk about. So are you saying, before we get into the hot seat, are you saying that you want to be a referee? Let's say Tony Khan or Triple H calls you tomorrow and says, "You ready to hang up the boots, Paris? We want you to come up here and be a referee." That would be the stupidest thing ever because of your personality. But let's say hypothetically that happened. What would your answer be?
I don't think I'd want to do it full time. But like if they were like, "Hey, every now and then would you want a referee?" I'd be like, "Okay, I could like every now and then." But I don't think I'm ready to hang up Paris.
All right.
He said, "No,
No, I ain't happy. It's true though. Like, I wouldn't. Oh, you want to quit wrestling and come write WWE shows? No,
He said, "No,
no, I'm good. I still want to wrestle. Unfortunately, I probably shouldn't though.
So you don't want to take the Kevin Nash role and be a booker and then wrestling too?
It's so hard to like be that guy though, right? Because it's like
You want to book yourself to win every time.
well, who can you trust?
Yeah.
Especially on the independents, because you know when you got the pencil somewhere and you're writing this stuff, like so many times you'll write a show and then someone will be like, "Well, my car broke down, or I can't make it, or they'll take another booking that's better, or whatever, you know, better
card subject to
change." So like when you see like a independent fed and the guy who owns it also has the belt, it's not so much like that. It's an ego thing. It's, I know I'm going to be here every week. Right. Like but you got to find that balance. You got to build a roster of people you can trust. And there's no one more trustworthy than Paris McQueen right there. The most trustworthy. Yeah, there it is. There's the look. Right there's the look right there. You ready for the hot seat, Paris?
Oh yeah, I'm as ready I think as I'll ever be.
As ready as you'll ever be. All right. Let's talk about your opinion on women's wrestling. On the independent level, what would you say the state of independence for women on the independents? What's the state of wrestling for women? Is it going good? Is it going up? Is it going down? What can be improved? What's going really well? I know that's like 5 different questions at once, but let's start with your overall general opinion on the state of independent wrestling for women.
I think that independent wrestling for women is growing. I think that we are getting a lot more, we're able to have a lot more of a voice, and we're having a lot more shows that are about us. And I feel like in a way we're being more included. I will say that in women's wrestling, I do wish that there is a quality that I wish there was with men's, where I've openly, some of my best matches I feel like have been with men, and that makes me feel really bad to say. But I feel like I wish there.
Expand on that real quick. You're making a great comment. But why do you think the matches are better with men when you wrestle men versus women?
I feel like So like the last match that I had with a guy that went really it went really well. It was like we both listened, we both understood, and if something was going wrong, we both knew how to fix it. Where I feel like in women's wrestling, maybe we both panic and we don't know how to do that. Whereas me and this guy were pretty new, and it was a Falcon's arrow that I didn't post well for that we both, without talking, communicated and then just doing a roll up instead of going through the Falcon's arrow. And I feel like if I was in
Do you think that's because, and let me ask, I'm going to ask you the hard questions. Do you think that's because women are rushed to the ring with incomplete training and they don't know how to work, but they do know how to have a match or attempt to have a match or do moves or whatever?
I think there are women that are rushed to the ring. There's not a lot of women that are debuting right now, but from the ones I've seen, I feel like they are being rushed a bit. I also feel like they're just not going to the gym like they should, so they can't protect themselves and others. You know?
Expand on that. Are they not
So
strong enough to get blown up or what?
I don't think that some of the moves that they do that they are strong enough to do, and they try to force and muscle their way through it to a point to where eventually it's going to hurt somebody. Whereas like I know that I'm the same way, but that's why I don't pick anybody up or do anything that I need the strength to do either.
So we had a good conversation, like a private conversation a couple weeks ago where you were like, I really want to get stronger. I really want to get bigger. How do I get there? And then I was watching some of her matches back in preparation for the show, and you really don't pick anybody up very much. There's not any time where you put someone over your shoulder, over your head. There's not any of that. That's a really key, important part of learning how to work, is learning what your limitations are. Because, yeah, we wanted to make it look impactful, but you don't want to injure anybody. Mm-hmm. And let's be honest, I say it all the time on the show, spank my wrist, I'm sorry. Anytime you leave your feet in wrestling, you could die. Leg sweep, you take a leg sweep wrong, you've been in fantasy camp.
Yeah.
You've taken a leg sweep. What if you jump before the person touches you and then you throw your head back?
I was about to say, the impact on your head is,
lights out. So do you have those instincts naturally? Because I think a lot of times men and women both, they're not very honest with themselves about what their limitations are. And that's why I think a lot of people get hurt or something looks bad or sloppy. You kind of picked up on that. So were you trained that, or was that something that you kind of came up with yourself?
I feel like it was kind of like a combination of the both. I kind of came up with it myself because I had to watch my own matches and critique my own matches, and if something didn't look good and I didn't know how to fix it, I kind of just got rid of it and replaced it with something else to see if that worked. And I mean, my trainer was in a way a perfectionist for all his matches, so if something didn't look good as well, why would he continue to do it too, especially if he couldn't do it right?
Right, exactly.
I hear y'all talk about like the thing of getting blown up all the time. Like what are some of the things that you can do to not get blown up in the ring?
What are some things you do to get blown up? Cardio?
Like just loads of cardio just on the treadmill, or like wind sprints, or what?
I would say that it would be like because like I'd be honest and say my cardio is bad. I need to work on my cardio, but I would say that it would be like the running, and like if you have running ropes and just like, I don't know, like drill exercises, I feel like really help in blowing you up, because wrestling cardio is so much different than other cardio too.
Oh, I heard about that too. Because I've heard people say like, well, I've done cardio. I've done cardio on the treadmill, but then they get up in the ring and they. I've seen that done before too.
So the old guy says this: nothing is going to duplicate what you can do in the ring. It's a stop, start. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to have muscle strength too.
Yeah. So
a big piece of that is being hydrated, not just drinking water, but drinking like electrolytes, having electrolytes in your water. If you're sweating like crazy, replace that liquid in your body, because that can blow you up really quick or give you some muscle fatigue. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have a ring and you can't do drills, go to like an outdoor track, like the pill-shaped one at the high school.
Yeah.
Power walk, like you're old lady mall walking. power walk the curves, and sprint the straights. When you get to that straightaway, you sprint, and it's okay because you're by and do 2 miles. That's 8 laps.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get to lap number 4, you're going to be like, but still, the goal is to go as hard as you can and keep going until, you're done. Wow. Because with wrestling, that's when you get to what we call the hot comeback in wrestling. That's when all your energy has to be there, because that's when you're picking people up. That's the intense moves. That's all that. So it's a start, stop, or play basketball.
Yeah, I heard about basketball being a good cardio thing too.
Used to play basketball like crazy. Myself, John Moxley, LA Knight, Buffalo, Richard and Andre.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'd all play basketball and punch each other and all kinds of fun stuff. Those were the good old days. Steve Smith said he forgot to mention he was just in a match with Paris 2 months ago. Did you fight Steve Paris? Steve Smith? Did you fight him?
Was he? I don't think I did. Was he a ref in the match? I feel terrible. I feel terrible now. He might have been a ref in a match. Was he a ref in a match?
I don't know. Steve, let us know in the comments what you did. Paris gets hit in the head a lot, so she doesn't know really what's necessarily going on.
So you hitting the head, nigga, the Daffy Duck thing going on.
The Tweety Birds.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. You got it. That's it. So you think independent wrestling is on the come up for women? What do you think the state of it is now? Forget the come up. What do you think could be done better? She's always so demure. Just let her rip.
So I think we're all selfish, honestly. Like, I think that needs to change. I think we need to stop being so selfish and putting ourselves first. And I think we need to do girl power. And I think we need to, and in wrestling itself, like you're supposed to do, I think we need to uplift everybody instead of putting them all down in our in promos, especially. We need to lift each other up. And I feel like that needs to change, or else we're just going to not go anywhere. And we're going to hate each other and we're going to have bad matches,
That's a really interesting point. What do you think? So when I think of selfishness in the business, it drives me crazy. We're friends on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do I talk about how great I am? Zero times. Because it's your job to put me over, as it's my job to put you over.
Mm-hmm.
I share other people's stuff. When I go on social media, pretty much all I ever see are just a silo. Like how great I am. I'm great. Here's my new promo. Here's my new promo picture. And then I listen to their promo. And the reason why I love your promos and why everybody loves you, every single one of them different. It's crazy. She was out there in her yoga outfit talking to ducks the other day.
Wow.
It was great.
Dude, they were cute ducks.
You don't ever see that. She's out there with a cocktail, literally standing on a porch somewhere talking to ducks about her next wrestling match.
Hey, that's different. I like that.
But most promos are the same. No, it's great because most promos are the same. I'm screaming the name of my opponent. I'm screaming the time. I'm screaming the venue.
Be there.
Right. There's no building up of somebody else. A lot of your promos, you're building up the other person. Not just about how good you are, but you're building up to try to create interest in the match to, like we talked about back in the day, talk people into the building. Why should I buy a ticket? Why should I pay to see this? This is why. That's the point of a promo. Do you think a lot of the social media is selfish like I do, or do you think I'm wrong?
I think that social media can be selfish, but it's also people use the social media to be selfish. It's comment like something that I see sometimes is commenting on matches that have nothing to do with you and trying to make it about you. I think that is how you I guess I think that you can be selfish in your your profile, but then there's the other kind of selfish where it's things that aren't about you. Why are you trying to make it about you? That's not fair to everybody.
You don't have to name names, but give me an example. Like other people critiquing other people's matches or trying to get into other people's backstage drama or what?
Posting posting a photo and then me being in it, and then somebody going, oh, I'm going to come to see this person, and then somebody else coming on, well, you should actually come to see me because I'm going to be there instead. Like, I get it, but like that doesn't need to, that's putting me down and putting you up, but you didn't need to say that either.
Right. Exactly.
Some things are left better unsaid.
Well, it's like you said, it's like we're talking about, and then tell me if you agree with this philosophy, because I want to revisit this. We talked about it either last week or the week before. If I make a sandwich that I'm selling, and I'm telling you how great the sandwich is, and you can buy it from me, you could be like, all right, I'll give it a try because I think that's a good sandwich, but you don't believe me because I'm telling you how great the sandwich is, and I'm making it and I'm selling it to you. Now, if Kev goes to Paris, Ben makes the best sandwich I ever had. That's all he's got to say. Which weighs more? Me telling you how great the sandwich I'm selling you is, or Kev, who has no stake in the game, telling you how good the sandwich is?
I mean, I'm gonna believe Kev.
Right, exactly, because he's not selling it to you, and he didn't make it. He's got no stake in it, and he's just like, yeah, that's a good sandwich.
So you have stake in your sandwich either.
I always got steak in my sandwich. I always got steak in my sandwich. But the point is exactly what we're talking about here. Everybody can talk about how great they are, but if I tell you this person's great, it's more believable because I'm not them and I'm not constantly putting myself over. So you think there's a lot of selfishness. Is there selfishness in the ring as well?
I think that there could be. I don't want to say that there is, but there could be. I don't want to say I've seen it because I don't want to like assume, but potentially, yeah.
Why do you think that is? Do you think a lot of that's internet, social media culture? Everybody wants a reel, everybody wants a clip. And I'm not picking on that because you do a great job posting your clips. But one of the things that I love about what you do is you post clips of you making an ass of yourself. It's not always you doing a cool move. It's not always this or like, oh, look at me, I look so hot in this outfit. Like a lot of girls do. It's like you falling down the steps or you getting run into the ring post or whatever. So you're willing to like put all kinds of stuff out there to benefit your opponent, to put your opponent over. Do you think that's missing?
I think so. I think everybody wants to look like a superhero with no flaws. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, they don't want to make an, I don't know what word I'm allowed to say, a butt of themselves. So, like I like to do like leg trips and stuff, but people won't take those because they think they look stupid because they're taking a leg trip and they trip and they fall and they think they look dumb. Like that kind of thing, you know? I think they're afraid to look, they're afraid to have weaknesses, I think.
So like, yeah, like how you said, somebody's afraid to show their weakness and they don't want to show that vulnerability to kind of like knock that wall down of, okay, oh, this is entertainment. I can have a good time in here.
What's your favorite reaction to get from the audience?
I love taking moves and then like people have to look away. Like, because that means like, that's like, I did my job, right? Like, I'm so believable that I just got my poo rocked that you're looking away and you're freaking out.
Yep. Nope. I'm with you on that one because you're right. That's a really good one. So you think independent wrestling's on the come up. You think, obviously the selfishness, not the best, right? Like, what do you think is the best part, or what do you think is like the best part overall about women's independent wrestling?
It's so weird because it like goes against selfishness, and like when it's there, like the sisterhood's great. Like I've had some amazing locker rooms that have just been full of like amazing women. And when the sisterhood's there, that's the best part because everyone's supportive. Like I feel like you get like the most kind of knowledge. But when it's not there, then that's where it's the opposite.
There's a vacuum, right? So, well, it's true though. It's like there's just this empty space of like, you're not you're back there and it's like a dial tone. It's kind of like dead air. You know what I mean? Nobody's helping anybody. Everybody's just sitting there, in their phone or in their headphones or
Mm.
whatever. Now, I can't say that I'm not guilty. I have to listen to a song. I have to listen to something
Oh yeah.
while I'm getting ready. I have to listen to something about the narcotics trade, like so Young Jeezy. I've got to listen to that because who I am in the ring is not who I am in real life.
Well, yeah.
And so I got to get in that zone. But
Got to.
outside of that, I try to make myself available if people want input. What's it like? Like, have you ever been frozen out of a locker room? Like, if you go to like a new place and work with people, or a place where people, I'm not going to try to put anybody on blast because we got to go to break here in just a minute. But like, with all your success, with all the attention that you get from the fans, with all the attention that you get from men, are there girls that are like jealous of you and kind of freeze you out a bit? You don't have to name names, but is that like a phenomenon that you don't like that you have to deal with?
I wouldn't say like they freeze me out, but I do feel like there is some jealousy behind some of the things that I have accomplished in the time that I have.
Mm-hmm. So what's like what's how does that manifest itself?
Like, what do you mean?
So they're not
That's
freezing
big
you out
words.
or whatever. Is it like when you wrestle a girl? I mean, let's call a spade a spade. When I was coming up, it was me and Sean, and we were the Black Militia then, and people didn't like the fact that we made our debut, and within 3 months of being tackling dummies, we were probably like the top tag team in the company. So we'd wrestle people, and they would just not bump for us, or
Wow.
they'd sandbag us on moves, or they would make it like they'd no sell our move, or whatever. Does it just stuff like that, or is it just kind of like dirty looks and you just like roll your eyes and move on?
I don't think I've ever had. I don't know. I've never had people like no sell my moves and do anything like in a match. I think to like do that, but I have had like the comments of you only got this because of this, or you've only done this because of that. You only are this because you were trained by that.
XYZ. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I think you stand on your own merit. I think you're outstanding out there as a performer. Everything you do is fantastic. We got to go take a break. We'll only be gone for 60, 90 seconds. We got to put that buffer in there. We come back, some more hard questions for Paris.
Oh boy.
I love asking you a question and then you have to like think about how to construct your answer.
So you gotta think about
You
it a
got to
little
think
bit.
about how to
It's all good.
construct the answer. I don't want to
How if
offend
somebody
you. All right. Keep it real. We'll be back in 60 to 90.
think I might do a sponsor too.
Oh, we didn't do that last time. All right, tell the streets.
We back up.
Kev, who's our sponsor?
Okay. Our sponsor is the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit.
Just the ball pit.
Just the ball pit. They took the ball pit like a couple years ago.
Why? COVID?
I think it was way before COVID, but they took the ball pit. I think it was like because of like a whole bunch of germs.
Yeah, kids are going to the bottom of the ball pit, puking, getting back up.
That's like the best part.
I got a story with that too. So I was about like 7, 8, or I'll say about 5, 6, or something like that. My dad says, "Hey, if you good in school the whole week, we're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese." I'm like, "Bet."
Let's bet.
Okay, cool. It's easy for me. Saturday come around, you did good in school. Okay, cool. We're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese Sunday after church. Bet. Sunday after church comes around, we take a little nap, and then we go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like,
You know what? Now, you're from Detroit like me. You remember Major Magic's?
Yes, Major Magic.
Major Magic's was the tween alternative to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, man.
But Major Magic's pizza
Baller.
slapped.
Baller.
Slapped.
So check this out. Though. I get to the front of the ball pit, and the dude said, "Man, you're too big."
Did you immediately call him a racist? You should have.
I didn't know what that was back in the day.
Okay.
So my face was just like long that whole day. My dad was like, "Man, you get to play all the video games you want." I'm like, "Okay, cool," because that's all I wanted to do was get up in that ball pit.
You were back on the wagon.
Oh man, hey, I was good.
What was your favorite video game at Chuck E. Cheese?
Ooh, I think they had the Simpsons there for a little
That
bit.
Simpsons Beat 'em Up is one of the best games of all time.
Yes.
Paris, you're a young one, and that's good. Do you even know what we're talking about as it pertains to Chuck E. Cheese? Have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese?
I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese, but I know what a ball pit is.
Okay.
Yes.
Chuck E. You know what? You need to do your next promo at Chuck E. Cheese.
Do it.
Would it be weird though? I just show up with no kid, and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna film some videos." Ignore me.
Show up in your full gear, boots and all,
I'm here for the pizza.
with the pizza, and do your promo in front of the animatronic mouse, singing the song.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want any of that. I don't want no 5 nights at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm good.
She said, "No, I'm cool."
She don't want that smoke.
I don't know. I'm good. I'm good. With Josh Hutcherson. I'm good.
I said, "Hey, I'm good." But yeah, that was my whole story right there. I was long faced the whole day until my dad said, "Hey, you play all the video games that you want, but whenever y'all got time and y'all like video games like us, your homework, play The Simpsons Beat 'em Up at any arcade."
So good.
When I beat that game, oh my god!
You beat Mr. Burns and the giant robot?
Yes,
I remember.
I felt unstoppable.
It was like winning a championship belt.
Yeah, just like that.
You were the king.
Yep.
Of Chuck E. Cheese then.
Yep.
They should have come over and put a crown on your head.
They should have, but I think they ran out of crowns that day.
Joey Henshin says there's a Chuck E. Cheese 15 minutes from him. He wants you to go with him, Paris.
Oh, we can go to Chuck E. Cheese sometime.
Bet, as the kids would say.
I just don't want to go alone. I think you would if I show up alone with a camera going, "Hey, listen."
Yeah, I think they love that now, especially in this political environment. We show up where the kids are with the camera and spandex.
Selfie.
I don't think that'll be a problem at all whatsoever.
Why would they let me in this building?
Right, exactly. Look at this. So this is the power. Look at this. This is the power. This is the power and the beauty of Paris McQueen. This is how attractive she is. There's 4 people in the chat trying to take you to Chuck E. Cheese right now.
Who's trying to take me to Chuck E. Cheese?
Right now, they want to go on a date with Paris McQueen.
It's a Chuck E. Cheese. Ain't that something?
Group date, Chuck E. Cheese. Let's go.
It's witchcraft, Paris. They love you.
We making matches around here.
That's right.
Let's go.
Who knows? You could find the love of your life at Chuck E. Cheese in Midwest Ohio.
How'd y'all meet? Oh, we had pizza at Chuck E. Cheese one time.
You do like Lady in the Tramp. Lady in the Tramp. Got pulling the cheese between their lips, eating it. That's good. Let's do it. Sign it up. All right. So this will be. I want you to shoot away on this. You're not going to offend anybody because we're going to talk about corporate women's wrestling now, specifically TNA, AEW, and the WWE. Now, I just gave you 3 promotions. You know what? Forget about it. Let's throw a Ring of Honor in there.
Yeah, do that too.
What order would you put those in? WWE, AEW, TNA, and Ring of Honor as it pertains to women's wrestling. No, who's number 1?
Oh no, I don't watch current wrestling. Probably WWE.
So you don't watch current wrestling? So we got to stop right there. You don't watch current women's wrestling. Why?
It's just, I feel like wrestling, like not even just women's wrestling. I feel like wrestling's just all the same thing now. It's hard to watch when you kind of know like I shouldn't be able to place a sports bet and know I'm going to win it every single time, you know?
So we be rich.
What?
We be rich.
We're rich. But, okay, so if it doesn't hook you in and you love pro wrestling, what do they need to change to get your attention?
I know for at least like WWE, like I love all the top women in WWE, but
Who's
I'm
your
tired
favorite
of all the.
Who's your favorite?
I like Rhea.
Okay.
That's always the answer.
Always.
She's great.
She's
It's hard not to
cute.
answer Rhea.
You already know.
It needs to be like Wheel of Fortune. Go ahead, Paris. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that she's pretty and beautiful. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Well, she is though. But you remember when Wheel of Fortune, everybody picks RSTLNE.
Yeah, yep.
And then the vowel, and they just started to give you that.
Yep.
And then you got to pick like 3 or 4 other letters.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of Rhea, kick her out. Who would be your top female star?
I kind of like Blake Monroe.
Okay, why?
I think she's kind of different. She does that vanity, but she does the vanity gimmick well, and I think that it just transcribes a lot better than most people. Most people, I think, they do more generic women where she's more fleshed out and she is that elegance, but she's beyond elegance.
Okay. Why do you think she's beyond that?
I don't know. It's just like it's just she made her whole persona it, whereas it's just I'm a pretty girl. Her whole persona is that she's beautiful and she needs to get her way in that. I don't know. I just think she's more over the top with it.
Sable with talent.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing.
She's kind of like Sable's character, but talented.
Like a whole lot more talent.
Yeah. Well, and that's a shame about Sable too. It's because like I'm not the cliche Sable hater, but I kind of am. It's like, how do you have all that athletic ability and you're just like, I don't want to learn how to wrestle.
I don't want to bump.
Terrible.
So she's pretty much like Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah. Wow. She's out there power bombing men.
Yeah, ain't that something?
With her strength, and then she's like, I don't want to take a bump. I should be the champion forever.
Bump? Why?
Yeah, exactly. Paris likes to bump, though. That's what makes her the coolest. That's what makes her the coolest, the smartest, the sickest, and the bestest. So outside of WWE, and we look over at AEW, who you feeling over there? Because I got to tell you, when people see you and I talk to other people about you, guess who they compare her to? Every time. Toni Storm. She's Toni Storm. She's Toni Storm.
I do like Toni Storm.
Okay, is Toni Storm your pick for top AEW women's talent?
Yeah, I think Toni Storm's gonna be it for AEW.
Do you think she'd fit in WWE, or do you think that she would do you think she'd flourish if she jumped over?
I openly think that if she moved over to WWE, she would be. I think they would mid card her to the women, but not because she deserves to be a mid card, but because I believe that that is how they would perceive her with her character. That she would be a mid card compared to the other girls.
Well, she was in WWE for a little while, but it wasn't that character that
Right.
she's doing right now. But if she was doing the character
yeah.
that she's doing right now, they probably would have done a mid card, like you said.
Do you think it'd be the case of where it's like, oh, well, timeless Tony Storm isn't our creation,
Yeah.
so we're gonna put her in the mid card? Do you think that would be like that? Because when I look back at her WWE stuff, it's like, okay, she's just a generic blonde with a big butt, like all the rest of them, right? Like there was nothing there to her. She's good in the ring, but there was nothing. She wasn't like she is now with her character and just like magnificent or whatever. But you're right. What do you think, Paris? You think WWE would like bury her because timeless Tony Storm isn't theirs, or do you think that they would? Because it seems like they're taking. It's kind of like a two-way street, right? Because even though Danhausen's not wrestling, he's on like 4 segments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're really pushing him as a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they would do like do you think Tony Storm would get like the Danhausen treatment?
I think they would initially give her the Danhausen treatment, but I don't know, because it's just I feel like they're gonna care about the personality. But like in a way, they focus more on the wrestling too. So they're gonna push her to do merchandise, but then once that merchandise runs out, then they're gonna mid card her. Like Danhausen's doing really well, but how well is Danhausen gonna do until the merch runs out?
How long is the stink gonna wear? The stink is gonna wear off one time. So.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting him over now, and I think he's over. But like we talked about it a little bit a couple weeks ago. He's kind of their new boogeyman.
Pretty much.
Like, we got him here. We're going to sell his T-shirt. People are going to do the curse. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, we'll just wheel him out for a battle royal or the Royal Rumble for a comedy thing. And then, you know what? The check clears, right?
Oh, no doubt.
Like, it's not going to be hurting for money. But
for all the October shows.
Yeah. Willie Logan says, she's more than an Instagram filter. Paris, you're more than an Instagram filter.
I try. Thank you.
She does it. She does it. So I don't know if you're paying attention to TNA, women's wrestling, or Ring of Honor. You said you're not really watching much modern women's wrestling. Ring of Honor has Athena, and she's good. Ember Moon, who's now Athena. I like her gimmick as the forever champion, and she's been the champion now for what? 3-4 years. 4 years now, yeah. So like, and that's working for her, and she's good. I don't think WWE will ever go back to her, but I think obviously she has a place in the wrestling business. But in TNA, their top female star is incredibly controversial for a lot of the stuff that she's done outside of the ring, the things that she said, and I think that what she said for real, so a lot of it was inappropriate and not great. But what I do think is good about it is that she's turned it and made it a part of her character to get heat.
Oh, yeah.
That part is good. And we're talking about Tessa Blanchard, Tully Blanchard's daughter. Are you familiar, Paris, with Tessa Blanchard? And if so, what's your opinion of her?
I'm not really. So I've heard of her. I openly thought we were talking about Masha Slamovich for a second. So I don't know what Tessa has done.
Didn't Masha get let go?
What she did.
I haven't seen her on TNA. I'll be honest with you. TNA's, I don't get whatever service that is, but I think Masha Slamovich got let go from TNA for an injury or something like that. But Tessa has like been their female star for a while. Mm-hmm. What do you think about, and we'll just get into the deep stuff. What do you think about like when female stars do controversial things, be that belong to specific platforms out there, like, and do kind of things that are, I'm trying to phrase this so we can talk about it on the air. Wrestling doesn't pay much, but it pays a lot, but it's in big spurts, right? Mm-hmm. So there might be a month you may make $5,000-$6,000. Then you might go 3 months without a paycheck. So it's tough like that. And a lot of women supplement their income with, like, basically, let's call it what it is, OnlyFans, stuff like that.
Mhm.
And that was part of the controversy with Tessa Blanchard. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she went too far on these platforms, and we don't know if we can have her around. But at the same time, what is she supposed to do?
Exactly. Why ain't getting paid? What am I gonna be doing?
She can't go work at Walmart and go work independent
Not
dates.
at all.
She can't go get an office job and go work independent dates. Paris, you yourself are red hot. She ain't red hot, right?
She white hot.
She white hot, daddy. She ain't
White
red
hot,
hot.
daddy.
That's the hottest heat. But, you worked. You had an excellent burgeoning career in childcare, and you were very good at working with children. But at some point, you had to say, bye, kids, because you couldn't do childcare and be the most successful wrestler you could be. So you're betting on yourself, and right now you're winning. But what do you think about when the public audience is like, I can't believe they were a dancer. I can't believe they were on OnlyFans. I can't believe this or that. What do you say to people who put that judgment on women for making their money to cover their bills? I don't think it's controversial.
No.
I think you got to do what you got to do. What do you think about that mentality from fans, Paris?
I mean, let's look at it how it is. We can go back to the Attitude Era, and we were fine when girls did Playboy. So what we're doing now, I feel like, is we are just we're being more independent about it. We're not having Hugh Hefner take the money from this. We're now able to take the money and what's the word? Prosper from this. So, I mean, if you're going to judge us, then we need to go back, and you didn't judge anybody when they did Playboy.
Right. Right. You're right. It was celebrated. And, they would always put Playboy out the same month as WrestleMania with the WWE Divas, and there would always be a tie-in with Playboy into WrestleMania. Do you remember the Playboy pillow fight?
Yeah. Seattle,
the Playboy pillow fight. It was
always something that. They always had the tie-in stuff like that too, but it was trying to get more eyes on the product.
Yeah. But at the same time, I really liked that stuff because when they stuck it right before the main event.
Yeah.
Because you'd have like a banger of a match and the crowd's all hyped, and then you had some stupid thing with the girls. Not that the girls were stupid, but like a pillow fight or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got the crowd back into it for the main event.
Mm-hmm.
I liked having that buffer there. I thought it was really good to produce the show.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's not like a 5-star wrestling classic. It's just some stupid whatever. How do you feel? Here's another hot button question. Sex appeal is certainly a part of wrestling, especially with women. Women, and I love it because we talk about this all the time, and we're going to talk about it next month. The last 4 WrestleManias that we've been doing this show, the best match on the card has been the women. Easily, far and away.
True story.
But at the same time, you got to walk that line with, like, okay, I've got to be attractive over here, and I want to be seen as desirable. But over here, I really want to be seen as a serious pro wrestler and a serious athlete, because you're both.
Yeah.
How do you personally feel about that balance, and how do you personally navigate that balance?
Can I get a shorter version of that question?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
No, that was a complicated one. You got to be hot to get people's interest, but you got to keep their interest by being a good wrestler.
Yes.
How do you balance, I want to be seen as someone who's attractive versus I want to be seen as a good wrestler? Which one would you be preferred to be seen as?
I mean, I think in order to be attractive, that makes you be seen as a good wrestler, because in order to be attractive, you also have to put your body into account of that. And if your body doesn't look attractive, are you really going to look like a wrestler? And if I'm not the hottest chick in the room, then I don't think that I look like a wrestler, because I need to go above and beyond everybody's beliefs and be the best looking person there in order to, in my eyes, be a wrestler too.
That makes sense. Because of you're very attractive physically. you know that opens doors for you. Does it ever like eat at you? Like, did I get this opportunity just because I'm hot? Or do they really want me here? Does that ever like enter into your mind?
I've had it enter my mind once, and I didn't care because I knew I got it because I was hot, and it was a really cool opportunity. So I guess it just depends. I got to be on NWA, Sam Hain. So I mean, I got it because I was hot, so I was pretty cool for that.
What did you do? How did that work? What did you do for them?
I was a shot girl. I was the only one told shot girl. Everybody else was told bartender during I think it was the Headbangers, and it was Kerry Morton and somebody else in a shot glass match. Every time they got pinned, they'd take a shot.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's really cool.
Thank you.
So we always talk about it on the show here too. Again, it doesn't matter what you look like, guy, girl. If you're jacked up or you're a hot chick, at some point, what happens, Kev?
They're gonna call you up.
They're gonna call you up, but then at some point the bell rings, right?
Yeah, the bell rings.
At some point the bell's got to ring.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at, and you don't have to name names, but are you ever out there on the independents and you look across the ring from you and you're talking to the girl in the back and the bell ring, and you're like, man, this chick's really hot. I hope she knows how to wrestle. Does that ever happen to you? Try not to name names here.
No, I'm not trying to name names. I'm just trying to very nicely say, normally it's, oh, they're really hot. Normally it's just a man. I really hope they're not going to kill me out there.
She get up in the ring, and then the bell ring. You're like, what in the...
Man, I really am the bestest looking one here in this. I really hope you can work.
Please know what you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
You go to shows back in the day. I know I'm old, but like back when I was on the road in the 2000s, old. Oh, but you know what I mean. When I was wrestling on the road, I was from 2002 to 2011. I wrestled 4 shows. I'd be on shows. The promoter would have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then they'd book somebody to come in and wrestle their girlfriend, to put their girlfriend over. Yep. And it was just like embarrassing to watch. Have you ever been in that situation?
No. Normally I make them pay me enough. So I don't show up to those shows.
It works.
It works. Pay me enough and I'll do whatever, right?
Well, pay me enough and then you can't afford me to make me do that. So
right. Ooh. So you look at the opponent and you're like, who you want me to wrestle? Oh yeah, my girlfriend. She's had like 3 practices. You're like, okay, my booking fee's now $1,900 with a hotel with trans.
Well, it's more of what's the rest of the card look like? Do all the men look like this too? Like, is it their friends? And then if it's like their friends, I'm like 200. Does that sound about right? Like,
yeah,
40-minute drive, 200.
200 for a 40-minute drive.
Yeah, there you go.
200 for hotel, trans, the whole shebang.
All of that.
I love it.
I'm driving it far away, you know.
It's true. You do. So corporate women's wrestling or modern wrestling, you're not into that. You're studying, I'm assuming, older wrestling. Are you watching the men or the women?
It's a bit of both. I like Sensational Sherry. And then I like Benoit. And then sometimes I watch Eddie Guerrero.
Right? We talk about Benoit in the ring, right?
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero's another favorite. That's good. When you watch them, Eddie Guerrero's one of my all-time favorites. I got to work with him at HWA. I got to work with Chris Benoit too at HWA. And both of them were fantastic. A lot of times before people ask me for input or before they go, I'll always look at them and I'll say slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not looking for smooth. That's choreography. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for seamless. Yeah. Eddie and Chris were seamless. You know what I mean? They were just smooth. Like nothing looked fake. Nothing looked choreographed. They went hard at each other. When you wrestle your style, who do you try to mimic? Because I do see shadows of Sensational Sherry with you. in that you're not afraid, again, to make an ass of yourself. So that's good, though. When you're a heel, you're getting heat that way. So, like, who do you between those three, what do you learn the most from Sherry?
From Sherry, it's more of that, like it's that personality. It's who I used when I started becoming a heel and how to kind of be a heel and act as that character. And I feel like if you watch some of like my older promos when I was with Day and the Unchained Empire, you can kind of see it a bit there, a little bit.
Okay, I can see that. What did you take away from like watching Chris Benoit's in-ring work?
Benoit, I like looking at his I liked how technical he was. I'm not the best in the ring, but I feel like if I get really good at the technical stuff like Benoit was, or at least like look decent at the technical stuff, then that can feign me to be better than I currently am in a way.
Yeah.
You said when you were a heel, do you work better as a face or a heel, or are you like neutral?
I feel like I think that I'm neutral. I feel like I can do either or. I've heard that I do better heel work, but then I've also heard that I do better face work too.
So when people say that about you, what's their reasoning? Do they give you a reason why they think you're better? Because it sounds like some of them are like, okay, you're better as a heel, you're better as a babyface. When they say you're better as a heel, why do they say you're better as a heel?
I think for either or, I think it's just mainly like that's what they see me as the most. So that's just what they have to compare me to. Like you make it's normally like you make a better heel than a babyface. Normally like you make a really good heel.
Okay. When they say you're a better babyface, what's their reasoning there? Is it kind of the same? Well, like I just like you like that?
Normally it's because I can get that crowd interaction. I can get the crowd behind me. What was that face for?
My face?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm making a negative face. It's like I'm just trying to like think, because I've seen a lot of your stuff. In this last week to prepare for the show, I basically like in all my free time, I'm studying you, and I'm trying to think like I compare you to myself in a not like we're the same, but like someone will be all right, I want you to be like my baby face, my Cena, my Hogan, whatever. And then they see me work heel and they're like, oh no, we're turning you heel right now. But I don't really get much of a chance to be a baby face because it's like, okay, we want you to be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be the baby face because I want people to like me. It's like exercising. If I don't try to be a baby face, like I'll not forget, but like you get out of you're not flexing that muscle.
Right.
You're not doing it. So it's like, it's really hard and it's good to mix it up. You kind of have a 50-50 blend. So I'm trying to think of like your matches that I'm watching, like, okay, you're like a Care Bear when you're a baby face. You're giggly and you're bouncing around the ring and you're high-fiving people and you're colorful and it's wonderful. Or when you're a heel, you're just like, again, you're falling all over the place. You're crying. You're making a fool of yourself. You're doing all these great things. And it's like, I was trying to think, and lack of a better word, like fantasize out, like, how would I use it? I don't know. I think it would depend on the rest of the roster because you really are good at both. But it's funny when it comes to producers, promoters, whatever. Like, I look at Paris. I know she can talk. I know she could be annoying. I know she'll be an idiot. Let's make her a heel.
Yeah.
Or like the other piece of it too, like we were just talking about. Oh, my girlfriend or this girl I'm booking who I want to hook up with, I want to make her my babyface champion. So I'm going to get Paris in here to make her look like $1 million. It's all over the place, but you are on a trajectory. And I know we're interviewing you, so I'm apple polishing you nice and good, but you're on a trajectory right now where you are indispensable as a character on any show that you're on. And that's because you could be a great baby face. You could be a great heel. I don't know how I would use you. So what do you prefer? Or do you not care?
I like being a face because being mean's hard sometimes. Sometimes I want to be mean, but I feel like I can always like pretend to be happy, you know?
Pretend to be happy. You're not happy.
Sometimes I'm not. No, sometimes I'm running around and my car got towed and I'm just trying to live life, you know?
All right. Before we go further to our next break, and we'll get to one word of mania. Paris, tell the people about your trip to New Orleans and being held. It was literally like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the movie.
Oh, man.
She was trapped for like a week. She's FaceTiming me and she's like crying in the hotel lobby. I just want to go home. I'm like, Paris, where are you? I don't know.
Oh, man.
I knew where I was at least. So, okay.
I'm just teasing you. So tell the story. It's real good.
Okay, so I won't name the promoter or the promotion, but I went down to New Orleans to wrestle for this promotion, and I left my car at the rental unit place. And I was told by the promoter, it'd be okay to leave your car there. I already talked to them. They said it'd be okay. The camera, this video, and everything, you'll be fine. So I left my car there, and we took the rental car down. I had a show in the same town the next day, and my dress was in the back of my car. So I take the rental car. Well, I didn't take the rental car. I got picked up and then taken to the rental unit. And I went, oh my God, guys, wouldn't it be so funny if my car wasn't there? Ha ha ha. Hey, actually, where's my car? And my car was gone. So I went inside and I talked to the guy and I was like, hey, dude, where's my car? And he was like, well, you left it abandoned, so it got towed. And I was like, I didn't leave it abandoned. This guy said he talked to you. And he was like, well, what was his name? And I gave him like the first name and the last name. He's like, well, what's his name? And I was like, duh. And he was like, yeah, he never talked to us. You can go get your car from da 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 da. Yeah, sorry. So I called the promoter and I'm like, dude, where's my car? They towed it. And he was like, I talked to them. They said they shouldn't have towed it. So he calls the tow place. Tow place is closed until Monday. So I was stuck 2 hours away from home until like Monday at 6 p.m. until Monday at 6 p.m. And I was there till like Saturday, had to cancel my booking to go to war and was stuck 2 hours away till Monday. But I stayed in a casino, so that was cool.
At least what happened?
She was at Casino Hotel.
Oh, man. Hey. So you got to make it somehow, right?
Well, you don't have to name names, but they were going to make her bunk with like a stranger, a stranger in a hotel room, right?
No. So they weren't gonna do that. So like I had offered to stay with somebody, but like, are we talking about the guy who stared at my boobs?
Oh,
that guy, the name guy.
Is that who you thought that I was talking about? The guy who was staring at? Well, I was afraid that I was gonna go back to that hotel where he was at.
I know what emotional texting looks like. I know when someone's in crisis texting. You know what I mean? So I was like, I honestly thought it was like a Taken situation. Like I would have to call somebody and be like, I have a very particular set of skills. You heard Harris McQueen. I will find you and I will kill you. I thought I was going to have to make that phone call, and she's like, this guy's staring at me. And like, it was like, I wish I would have reported the whole thing because we could laugh about it now that she's not taken.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I thought it was like a Taken situation while it was happening. It was not funny, but now it's funny.
No, but the guy stared at my boobs, though. He literally went, so, how long you been wrestling for?
I love it. That's great.
2 years. 2 years.
They go right for the headlights.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, who are you?
Good. I'll see you later in the match, I guess. Thank you.
Okay, bye. We're out. All right. Great story. We should have recorded it. I'm sorry I felt bad because she's upset, but like, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to have a very intense, emotionally difficult. I'm just kidding. It's one word of mania.
Highly difficult.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging. Again, Paris said her biscuits weren't burning earlier, but she's
Ah.
gonna be on the hot seat when we come back. We go one word of mania. We'll see you in 60 to 90.
Right back into it. We here. Guess I'll do that too. And you know, it's dinner time.
It's dinner time.
You know, everybody's hungry about right around this time. Everybody trying to get their eat on. So we are sponsored by McDonald's Personal Pan Pizza.
Oh,
man.
they were kind of good. They were kind of good.
Them bad boys were.
All right. So when it comes to McDonald's gimmicks,
Uh-huh.
you ready for it?
What's up?
The salad shaker.
Yep.
Did you like the salad shaker?
Yeah, I like that. I like
Okay. Paris, you like the salad shaker?
I didn't try it.
Original. See, back in the day on the road, McDonald's used to get you right because you used to be able to go to McDonald's, get 3 grilled ranch snack wraps, grilled chicken, and a bowl of oatmeal for like $6.
Man.
And you could eat it and it wasn't poison, right?
Right.
It was just grilled chicken and a tortilla and a bowl of oatmeal with some fruit in it.
Yep.
They don't have any of that anymore. Everything's fried.
Everything's all fried.
So salad shaker, you're into that. You remember the Big and Tasty?
I remember the Big and Tasty.
Did you like that or too many vegetables?
I liked it.
You like the Big and Tasty?
It was pretty good.
Paris, Big and Tasty?
I never had that either.
Okay. I keep forgetting she's like, 18 or whatever. All right. Shamrock Oreo McFlurry.
Had that too.
That's good?
Yeah, it was real good.
Paris?
It hurts my tummy.
Oh. You are lactose intolerant?
No, just for some reason intolerant.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like lactose intolerant.
And the last one, we know the personal pan pizza. Was it a McPizza?
Yeah, I think it was called a big pizza, yeah.
McRib.
Now that I couldn't ride with.
No?
I couldn't ride with that because it seemed like it was more like a spam sandwich, but it had the little riblets in it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm cool.
It was mystery meat.
Yeah, that would have told me all the way up.
Sauce was good.
Yeah, the sauce was banging. So I had a little bit of sauce from the McRib, but
That's
to
it.
actually try the McRib, I'm like, man, I couldn't stomach my way up to that.
Can't do it. That's the
I mean,
gimmicks.
I eat almost anything, but that McRib, no.
Well, now
I'm good with it.
it's time for our most favorite segment ever, and that's One Word of Mania. But we got 2 pieces of business before we get into that.
What's up?
Number 1, Paris, tell us about all these belts behind you.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have 3. They're not all here. I have my PWK belt, and then I have
How many belts do you have total?
5.
Wow.
I think 5.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So like, she know what she's doing.
She knows what she's
She
doing.
know what she's doing there.
So the PWK belt is behind you. That's the blue one, right?
Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, and then I got this is my Battle on the Border belt. This is my Battle on the Border tag belt, and then in my car I have the Velocity One Pro Wrestling belt and the Supreme Wrestling belt.
You need a grill. That's what you need.
So she
You got that bling?
Yeah,
watch.
walking around just like this.
Yeah.
too.
Wakanda forever, baby.
Wakanda.
There will be no challenge today.
No challenge today. Not for one of my belts.
All right. One Word of Mania, folks. We love doing it with our guests. It's our most popular segment. The way the game is played is Kev is going to say something. You're going to give your first blurt answer. You can elaborate. There's no rule. But the first thing you got to do is whatever he says, your first answer. Right off the top of your head. Right off the top of your head, and then we can talk about it if you want. Are you ready, Paris?
Oh, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Please get your butt off me.
Is your cat ready?
I'm about to say, is the cat ready?
I think she's ready.
All right.
Oh,
Looks like she's ready. Kev, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Rip it. Let's go.
WWE.
Mainstream.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good one.
TNA.
Oh, I don't know. Mine just says wrestling. I'm sorry.
Okay, TNA Wrestling. Oh, they are in that business. Yeah, they do that.
You said first word. You said
All right.
Hey, that works. Triple H.
hot.
Hot. Okay.
You like the nose.
Likes Triple H.
She likes the nose.
Do you think he's aged? Do you think he looks better now, older, or he did when he was younger?
No, he definitely looks better when he was younger. But you know what? There's something about he's giving off like dad energy, and I appreciate it.
Big dad energy. All right.
You like the long hair Triple H.
Yep.
I do like, yeah.
The game.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ring.
I like that peak, like where he had like all like the shots in his butt era. Like that's a good. I kind of like that era.
You talk about after quad surgery when he came.
Yeah.
Tony Khan.
Mark.
Oh. Now when Tony calls in to promote this show, I'm gonna tell him when he calls in. Tony calls here. I'm gonna tell him. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna tell him that.
What?
The best promo. Who's got the best promo?
Cherry and Savage. I know it's more than one, but
what about Pro? You say you don't mess with Pro like that, but what about Pro?
Like who's now?
Oh,
who's got the best promo now?
I don't know. Probably Danhausen, actually.
Just been cursed. What about the worst promo?
I don't think it's a promo, but Shockmaster.
The funniest part is that wasn't Fred Ottman doing the promo. It was Ole Anderson.
It was Ole.
It was Ole on the mic doing it, and then Shockmaster just ate it through the wall. Because Fred Ottman was good. I liked him. I thought he was good.
Yeah, that's crazy. Women's wrestling.
Rhea. I don't know why Rhea came to mind.
Rhea comes to mind. Okay. Do you think she defines women's wrestling like for across the board for everybody right now? Like she's the gold standard to live up to?
I don't know if she's the gold standard, but I would say like she's like the female like Roman Reigns or like John Cena, where if you see Rhea, you know exactly where she's from.
Yeah. Io Sky.
Oh, Flippy.
Flippy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's one. Rhea Ripley.
Hot.
True story.
She is hot.
True story. Most overrated.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, hold up.
Okay.
Time out. Let's put the pump and brakes here. Why is Roman Reigns overrated?
I think that he was great at the time, but I feel like he was over pushed for a very long time, and to me, I got over him, and it made him to me overrated.
Okay.
So no love for the tribal chief.
Do you think that he wrestled just not enough to keep you interested?
I think, well, so at the end he wasn't wrestling enough, but at the beginning it was like, okay, great, he's gonna beat this guy, and then like it was the kind of like where I was saying like I shouldn't be able to place a sports bet and go, this is what's gonna happen. But I just felt like with Roman and all his matches after a certain point, it was just like, okay, saw that, okay, saw that.
Okay, that's fair. Kev?
Most underrated.
For some reason I want to say Sia Hale.
Yeah.
I would say that too.
Underrated.
And that Tekla girl's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed her match.
WrestleMania.
I always think of Undertaker versus Shawn.
Ooh, that's a good one. Here's the question: which one?
Yeah.
Part 1 or part 2? Which was your favorite?
Part 2, because it was in that era where like maybe I'm wrong on how much WrestleMania cost, but like, it was in that era where WrestleMania cost like a bunch of money and you couldn't see it, so like you had to sit there in anticipation. And I remember as a kid thinking like, surely like Undertaker's not going to lose, but at the same time I was like, well, surely Shawn Michaels isn't going to lose. And so it's just, to me, that having the weight is what made it iconic to me.
That's a really great response because that second match, you didn't really think Shawn Michaels was going to retire.
Right.
You know, you didn't think that was the end. You thought, okay, he's going to beat The Undertaker here.
Craziness.
Great matches, though.
Oh, no doubt. Best babyface.
Cena.
Me? I'm terrible as a babyface. I'm terrible across the board.
Oh, stop it.
Would you stop?
Will you stop?
All right.
Best heel.
MJF.
Yeah.
What do you think makes him the best heel?
I think he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care if he's going to hurt your feelings, or he doesn't care whose toes he's going to step on. And I think that allows him to have fun at the end of the day, and it makes everything seem more pure and passionate, too.
That's what does the dude I want to punch in the face, but, just because. Danhausen debut.
Not fave.
Okay.
You didn't like the Dancing Ghouls?
I didn't know much about the Danhausen debut. I saw that like they were advertising a box, and then I saw that he came out and danced, and that was it. And I was like, well, that just seemed to me like a waste. Like, it seemed like more needed to happen, not just ta-da, here's Danhausen. All right, bye. Like, that's to me all that kind of happened. And I just think it could have been better.
I did want more from that too. I kind of feel you on that one. Favorite match.
Oh no. I mean, currently, like, if I have to think of a favorite match, mine versus oh no, I'm so bad. I don't remember his name. Ashton Blake in our second match that we did, but that's just because it happened really recently.
Okay, that's cool. Favorite tag partner.
It hasn't happened yet, but Elijah Arrows.
Okay.
So you have a favorite tag partner that you haven't tagged with yet?
I think because this is the thing, is I have managed this tag partner. We are going to tag. We have a match set up. And I think that our chemistry works really well, that when it comes to that tag match, he will be my favorite tag partner too.
All right.
Put it in.
Put manifesting it.
Manifesting.
I like it.
Got to. Least favorite match.
Does it have to be mine or somebody else's?
Either one.
The Generation X versus the Brothers of Destruction, the Crown Jewel match.
Oh yeah, that was a stinker. That was a stinker. Favorite promotion to work for?
War.
Why? Why War Wrestling?
Because this is the thing. It's currently like they're willing to listen to my storylines. They've always just treated me really well. They got catering. But I feel like that they have grown with me, and they've allowed me to grow, and they're willing to listen to me, and that to me is really important. And I feel like I have the most fun there most of the time.
Good answer.
Favorite town?
Favorite town to work in?
Lima.
Okay, so that's War's territory.
Yeah. Best entrance music?
Zack Ryder. But it's a very specific radio version that I like.
Which one?
Kev's the music freak, so if you whatever it is, he knows it.
It's just radio, but it has like the most like it's not. How do I describe it? Like, there's ones like where it sounds like it's coming through a radio, but literally this version of radio, it's like a normal song and doesn't have like the static to it almost.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's not the downstraight version. It's one of the earlier versions that he had.
It might have been one of the earlier versions. I feel like it's like number 8 or something. There's so many of them.
Yeah, they are. Waffle House order.
I just get like the basic toast, eggs, and bacon because I'm lame.
Why do you think you're lame? Do you get a waffle or no?
Yeah, sometimes I get a waffle. I mean, you get them with the little order.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. Worst entrance music.
Sami Zayn's after it was really good entrance music.
Oh, you talking about when he slowed it down? Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, wherever like it just wasn't like the anymore. I was like, all right, nah, I'm good. This is done.
I know which one you're talking about. Biggest inspiration.
Probably Bray Wyatt.
Okay, respectful. I like that. Weights or cardio?
Weights. I hate cardio.
I do too, but I still got to do it. Paying dues.
I feel like it's necessary. I feel like everybody should do it.
True story. Long car rides.
I like long car rides when I'm not driving.
Somebody else got to drive. 2 more for you. Top 3 songs on your playlist.
Okay, so they're all Baby No Money songs. There is Check, C'est La Vie, which includes Young Gravy, and then Edamame, which is Baby No Money and Rich Brian.
Dig that. Okay. Last one here for you. Ben Chimera.
Old.
That's the perfect answer.
That's good. I like that.
Her one-word answer to Benjamin Chimera was what?
Old.
Old? I thought you said what? It's old? All right. Well, it is what it is, right? Spitting truth. I am old.
No, you're not. Stop.
Hey, what did you eat when you were a guest on Noah's Ark?
Well, you must have been listening to the show because Sarge always accused me of being a guest on Noah's Ark. I'll tell you what I did eat: 2 of every kind. There were a lot of dinosaurs. That's why you don't see them anymore.
Yeah, so it was like just everything.
Velociraptor, Stegosaurus.
The mosquitoes were too good for you?
Crazy. I really genuinely just eat meat.
Just ate this steak.
Yeah, if it had a mother, I'm eating it.
Wow. Savage.
It is pretty good that I'm old, though. That's a good call. That's how I associate every morning. Old.
The OLD syndrome.
What? Terrible, but great. All right. So that concludes our episode of Card Subject to Change. Our main man, Justin Kenner, will be downloading this and then uploading it to be broadcast here shortly on ESPN 1410 Dayton. But you watched us live here, and it will be still live on our Facebook and on YouTube. So if you want to visit or revisit or refer, please like us. Please share us. Please make sure you are sharing the show. Paris, thank you so much for your time. Paris is, I mean, personally, just knowing her and watching her, I mean, you'll be doing this for years to come, especially after I die in 3 years. You're going to be like, from old age, in the next 3 or 4 years, you'll be one to watch. But Paris, tell us where we can find you next.
Well, physically, you can find me next at Supreme Wrestling before I head over to Warrior Pro Wrestling to manage somebody, and then I go back down to Biloxi. And then on Facebook and everything, you can find me at SSB McQueen.
SSB McQueen. Follow her socials. Make sure you like and share this interview. And don't forget to check her out online on YouTube and on her social medias. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you again, Paris. You were awesome. We will see you guys next week. Kev, are you ready?
I'm ready.
WrestleMania season, baby. I'm tingling like it's Christmas.
Me and you both.
It's Christmas and WrestleMania season's like right there.
Right there.
Right there. Right there next to Christmas. We love you. We thank you. We'll see you later, Kev.
Thank you, Paris, for your time. We love you. See y'all next week.
I love you.